Nah, but it's too risk.
Risk. Yeah?
It's too risky. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I am the one stealing
The inspector. Ciao, ciao, Mao. I want to pick up a right. You stupid copyright. China number one. For speed vaulting, you need to press F, hold it without releasing, and then Alt.
Texture filtering is off.
Okay, Sardine, that was crazy. That was actually the craziest one.
Nah, but it's too risk.
Huh?
It's too risky. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can learn it.
Okay.
Did you see that, bro?
Nah, the teleport one was.
What?
Yeah, that right there.
Okay. I want to.
Yeah, that one you did where you teleported was the best one. Oh, so that's even better because that's more.
Oh shit, what? I just what?
I have how to interact. I don't know if that's a factor, and you can get
Yeah,
better.
because traits don't let you move while you hold that.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Bro, this is so... Oh, bro. Like, look at this, bro. Look at this.
The auto spam sound is very easy. You just keep tapping after you finish one clip. Tap, tap, tap. You can hear a sound coming from the stream of my friend. It is bannable if you use it to spawn a server with sound, but it is not bannable if you use it as a decoy to bait somebody. The fuse cancellation of a flash is probably the strongest decoy right now. To do the trick, you need to hold something that counts as a fuse, and then right click, hold right click, scroll, and then click outside of your fuse, like dynamite, choke, anything. It is better if you get used to scroll to your weapon. So you have your weapon in your hands when people push you. There's two kinds of quick swap. One where you need to scroll just before shooting, and it requires a little bit of practice. And the other one that you need to do a QE sequence. So this is my macro. You can remove the click of the mouse if you want to time after the shot the dark side cancellation. I suggest not to, because you can move very quickly in between the shots. And if you have to think about timing the shooting with the macro, it's not good. Another thing is that uppercut B and related guns are faster, but they do make a lot of smoke, so you want to use no-gun models, maybe possibly. For no-gun model, you need a crosshair, but it's just better. You can't use scopes, but you don't have to deal with misaligned gun models, smoke, crouch peekers, and so on. Also, Nitro is stupidly strong and easy to use. It makes the game boring, so I never use it actually. This is never gonna be fixed because streamers need to have no-gun models to take videos. Actually, it's a Steam launch option, so you can find it down below in the description. No Shadow is actually an old file of a game where you could set the rendering distance of the shadows. No Shadow plus the loss of detail you get from Nvidia Profile Inspector allows you to almost never die from bush campers. I'm gonna leave everything in the description and show you how to do it here. So for no shadow, you had to put the file there. And here in Profile Inspector, you need to go to Hunt Showdown, not global, transparency, super sampling, mode all, and then LOD, bias, less loss of detail, +3. Apply your changes and you're good. And you can always go back to your defaults. Nothing of this is bannable, by the way. This is the difference. On your lazy setup, you have always the zoom on the second screen. And on your pro setup, you can toggle to the zoom. So it's very, very good for fights. And you can bind a DPI shift with it. A very special thanks goes to Baki, who gaslighted me into thinking I wouldn't get banned for this video, without whom I wouldn't ever made it. I guess this is it. See you on the other side.